Coca-Cola sold only 25 bottles in its first year, a total failure. In 1886, Dr. John Pemberton created the drink, but nobody cared. Then businessman Asa Candler did something crazy. He gave Coca-Cola samples away for free. People got hooked. Demand exploded. In 10 years, it was everywhere.
So let's begin by first making the background. This is an off-white background, so we'll add on to solid and make something like this. Okay, as you can see, the scene starts with this opening up with these bottles. Okay, I will do the text at the end. First we'll do the animation, everything. Okay, so now what I have to do is first I'll bring this rectangle tool. Okay, and then make something like this. Now I just simply select this and head on to my effects and presets and search here for color gradient and put it on this. Okay, now I'll be selecting this pink color, some black color and white. Okay, okay, I know it's not the same, okay, but you get the idea that how it was created. Okay, so here some dark black is there, here pink is there, and here some white is there. Okay, so we have to just to get the idea of how the animation is done. You can change the design later. Okay, now I need to bring my bottle of Coca-Cola. So this I got it in Google Images. Okay, and now I will head on to my effects and presets tab and bring in my halftone effect and put it on this Coca-Cola bottle, and I will get this effect. Okay, so this is my halftone effect. You can if you want to know how to make this effect through custom ways, you can just head on to YouTube and search how to make halftone effect in After Effects, and after learning that, save that as a preset. Okay, and then whenever you want to apply any halftone effect to your images, just drag and drop it. Okay, so that is it. Now I need another, which is this. Okay, so what I can do is I just rename this to take the angle and just copy it and rename this to small rectangle. Okay, and this I will hit S, hit Control Alt Pen to bring this anchor point to center, and then decrease the scaling like this. Bring the anchor point over here and bring this somewhere like this. Okay, now what you have to do is I'll just rename this to bottle and just hit Control D to copy it and bring one here, hit S to make it small. Now I'll select this bottle and increase the scale also. Now as you can see here, this is the animation. So it comes like this, opens up and the text is there. Okay, so what we'll do is, as you can see, the animation, this part is opening up. Okay, I just select big rectangle and drag the anchor point here. Okay, and then what I can do is in the start I'll just hit scaling, go 1 second ahead, again hit scaling, go to the first keyframe and deselect scaled, drag this up like this. Okay, so as you can see, it is opening up. Okay, you have to do that. I'll just select both IPs, hit F9. Okay, and then drag this to the left. Okay, so as you can see, this is opening, and yeah, text will come, which we'll do at the end. Okay, so let's start with this first, and let's do the bottle. It will be here. Okay, take R to rotate it like this. Click on the keyframe, hit Shift and T to open position keyframes also, and hit on position keyframe. Go around 1 second and bring it over here and rotate it. select both of these, F9, and drag this. Okay, then I just move this portal do and small rectangle. Now we have to do one thing, select this, you know, 3D cube, which means it has become 3D now, but don't select the background, just lock it. Okay, then start by bringing in a camera and a null object. Okay, let's rename this to cam control and make it 3D too. Now select this camera and equip it to cam control. Now hit on the position keyframe and drag it to around here. Now again hit on the position keyframe and this time zoom it in and bring this somewhere around here. Okay, select both of these, hit F9 and drag this to the left. What I'll be doing is simply I will hit on new or just select this, hit Ctrl D to make a copy of this. Okay, hit U and delete the dpx. Now after this comes up, somewhere around here I'll hit position keyframe, go ahead and then drag this whole seam. But before that, select this and equip it to this. Okay, now drag this whole seam up. At 9 and drag this to the left. Okay, so when this goes up, I'll just, hit this to unlock it. Select this, I'll just, hit on fill, put it on the background. Okay, first let me make this off-white, and after it starts going up, I'll just hit on color, go ahead somewhere here and then paste the color here. Okay, now simply just hit U at 9 and then select both of these and drag this to the left. So we have got something like this. Now this animation is there, it comes down and the ball animation is there then. Okay, so this is an interesting animation. Today we will be learning about shape morphing and those are things. To rectangle, just select a rectangle do and head on to here and select proportional grid. Okay, now we'll be making 3 rectangles. So one will be left, one will be right and one will be middle. Okay, let's see in this to left and rectangle. Now simply Control D to copy it, drag this to the right. Okay, now rename this to right rectangle, make all of them 3D. Okay, and then hit Control D to copy it again. I'll be just be selecting or switching out the eye icon so that you can see our rectangles. Okay, now I will do simply just switch off this proportional grid. Okay, then I'll just Control E to pop it again and this time this will be a middle rectangle. Okay, so let's rename it. Let's hit Control Alt O to bring the anchor point to the center. Now I'll just head on my to contents and right click rectangle path and convert to Bezier path. Okay, now I'll just select this, head on to path. Okay, remember to select the left side. Okay, this left side, these 2 points, this one and this 2, and while holding shift I'll just expand this. Similarly do for the right. Okay, now that's done. After this, let me just switch on our background again. Okay, let me switch off this 3. Okay, so after this, okay, just we will cut all of this hit Alt and left bracket. So it starts from here, and now I'll switch on everything. And okay. Now in the next scene, you can see the whole thing comes down and then this thing opens up. To make that, first what we have to do is right click, new, and then select another object, make it 3D, connect all these rectangles and parent link it to null key. Okay, and let's rename this to rectangle movement. Okay, now from here I'll just bring all of them down, but before that we want to know till when we have to bring them down. So hit Control R to bring these rulers. Okay, now drag this and put it over here. Okay, we want to bring it down till much stay here. Next, just I'll select my rectangle movement and hit P for position. Go ahead, drag it down. Okay, so all of this will come down. Okay, as you can see, I'll just head on here, view, select both of this at 9, and now as you can see, the starting animation will be slow but the ending will be fast. So to make that, just drag this so it is slow at the start and make this like this. So it is slow and then fast. Okay, next make this to half so that we can see the preview more properly. Okay, now as soon as it is here, okay, just go back one frame, just second last frame. Okay, from there select the middle rectangle. Okay, and then what we have to do is take this anchor point by hitting Y and put it over here to the top center. Okay, now simply hit S for scale, deselect the link, hit on this keyframe and go ahead somewhere here and then drag this down. Now select both of these, F9, and now we want it to be fast and then slow. So just make this here like this so it is fast, then drag this to the left, come slowly. Okay, now let's see the animation. Okay, so as you can see, you have got the same animation which is there in the reference video. Okay, now the next scene is after this comes down, this ball and these all the balls will come. Now we have to just simply make some balls. To make that, okay, what you have to do is head on to ellipse tool. Okay, hit shift and make this first. Okay, hit Control Alt Home and make it a 3D layer. Now just we'll make copies of this pink ball and make them black. Select all of these and make the fill to something like this. Okay, as you can see, the background is white. So what we need to do is just copy this, go ahead one frame and paste it again, and this time right click and time reverse. And what we need to do is simply, let's see. So yeah, when this opens up, these all comes in. Okay, we need to bring them from here, all the balls. Okay, just select all of them, hit T for opacity keyframe, bring them one frame behind, go ahead, and then take the keyframe, go behind again, make it 0. Now I need to make this bigger. I'll hit S, increase the scaling. Okay, and we need to make these all close. So I just drag this. Okay. And then for the next animation, this R will go up. Okay. You can, make more balls to match this, but, for giving only the idea, I'm just to be using less balls. So it will go up and then it will shake more. Okay. So to do that, first, okay, just needs to go up. So take P, position keyframe, go ahead, drag this up like this. Okay. Click at 9. So it will get this animation faster at the start and slower at the end. Yeah. It will go up like this and then it will open up. So just open this, head on to contents. Okay, select right click this ellipse arc and convert to Bezier path, then go to Bezier. Click on the path here, go ahead, okay, around 1 second. Drag this, go to Bezier it, drag this here, this to this side. Okay, so this will be the animation. Okay, what I can do is just simply select this, uh, hit S, make it a bit bigger, select both of these, press F9, and then drag. Okay, so it will look something like this. Okay, and then the text will come here, 1896. Then all of this thing will go up and the image of Dr. John will come. Okay, so the next thing is, now I select this, okay, meaning the right and the left rectangle and all the balls. Okay, hit P to open position keyframe and click on the position keyframe, go ahead and again hit P and now drag everything up. Okay, now I'll select all, okay, and get at 9 and then head on here, drag this to the left. Okay. Okay, now simply this text will come and then this image. Okay, so this image is simple. When this goes up, okay, I'll simply first I'll bring this image, I'll head on to my project and look for the image first. Yeah, here it is, make it 3D and remember it to put it behind the middle rectangle. Yeah, now again I'll head on to my preset and bring my halftone effect and put it on this. Okay, so when this starts going up, I'll simply get the position keyframe, go ahead again in position keyframe and then go to the first keyframe and drag this down, take F9 and then drag this to the left. Okay, now next thing is it will just blur out and then this scene will come. So simply I just hit P in my cam control to position keyframe and then go ahead and make it closer, hit that 9, drag this to the left. Okay, now I'm just bringing in adjustment layer, put it above everything else, right vertex blur, put it here on the adjustment layer, click on blurriness, go ahead and increase it. Now hit U at 9, hit X. Okay, so we have done this much of the animation. Okay, let us see what else is there. Okay, now this animation, this is same animation which we did. Okay, it was zooming in. Okay, this was zooming, zooming in, and then this will zoom out. Okay, so this animation you have to do with what you have learned, and then this last is this. Okay, this is also very easy. Just animate this going up, the heads coming down. Okay, now the text. Okay, so as you can see, Coca-Cola sold only 25 bottles. Okay, what you will do here is just bring a new text layer and recognize. Simply what you have to do is when it starts coming, I'll just head on to my animation presets, user presets, put a text fade up. Okay, so as you can see, we have got the same animation. This text, okay, best all the text is easy. Okay, this text, how you will do is go back and then I just copy this text first, hit Control D to copy it and put it over here. Right, 1886. Now what I can do is simply just place this above. Okay, and then let's hit this toggle switches mode and track mat it to the pink pop, and now enable the eye icon over here. So as you can see, when this pink ball comes on this text, it will delete it. Okay, so it's too higher, so I just need to move this. I'll hit P and move it over here. Now let's see, we have got the same animation. Okay, so with this I am ending the video. Okay, hope you enjoyed this tutorial and learned something new. See you in the next.